Hello, ACN. Listen, I am super excited to be here on this virtual platform with all of my ACN family. Just a little bit about myself. I had no business background, no business experience. 7 years ago, I was just a broke college graduate living in my mother's basement, just looking for extra. So I got involved just for some financial relief. And now today, we've been able to become a regional vice president organization. I absolutely love my team, Wolfpack Legacy, and thank you so much, Coalition International, for the amazing mentorship and leadership. And I owe all of my success to the training and support. So if you guys just stay plugged into events like this, you can also build this business to regional vice president and beyond and above, all the way to the top of this company. So I get to talk to you guys about acquiring customers. Now, why do we acquire customers? I think that's very important for people to understand. Number one, to maximize and unlock the compensation plan in ACN. Number two, you want to teach it to your team on how to acquire customers and bring value to your friends and family. Because it's great if you're acquiring customers. It's great if you have a lot of customers, but what if your team has a lot of customers? Because if you are great at recruiting and getting a lot of business partners, but if no one understands how to acquire customers, you just have a big team with no customers. So you want to be able to balance both. And also your friends and family seeing that you're a part of the service and you have the service, they're actually going to have value in becoming your customer. You want to show them your flash mobile. You want to show them, my lights are still on, guys. My DirecTV works fine, guys. It works just like yours. So that's very important that you become your own customer. And this is why we do it, because it brings value to our friends and family and also your business partners who will be joining you, so you can show them how to do the same thing. Now, what do we offer here? We have a few different services. In the United States area, we have Zoom Energy, identity theft protection with ID Seal, Flash Mobile, DirecTV, Spectrum, AT&T, Vivid, Frontier, Spear, and Dish Network. In the Canada market, we also offer Zoom Energy, ID Seal Titan, Flash Mobile, Spear, Telus, and Fluent. So get to know those services. You guys can find the list of those services in the ACN Compass website and do your homework, because even on that website, you can learn about these services, because you don't want to get confused. So will your prospects be confused. So if you're confused about the service, if you don't understand how the service works, so will they be. Also, focus on 1 to 2 services and master them. For example, I live in an energy marketplace, so I've been able to master gas and electricity. I've also absolutely love identity theft protection with ID Seal, because that's the #1 service, no matter what state you are in, we actually offer. So I love that service, because you just have to be 18 or above to acquire the service. And that's a service that today we all can agree we all need. So those are the 2 services I've been able to master. And as you continue to build this business, you'll learn to master other services. My team has a joke. They call me the Flash Queen, because I absolutely love Flash Mobile. I have free Flash myself, because I've been able to acquire over 5 Flash customers. So that's been a 3rd service of mine that I've also been able to master. But when you're brand new, you just want to focus on 1 to 2 services and master them, and set appropriate expectations for your prospects. You don't want to over promote, because if you tell someone you're going to guarantee them savings, let's say they're paying around the same that they were going to pay even if they were your customer or not, you'll lose customers that way. And ACN has already put a platform on the table for us. On every Tuesday and Thursday, there's a 2 p.m. training where you guys can actually learn about these weekly products that they have going on. But check out their Facebook page in case those times ever change, because they always list them where you can earn and learn about these products that they have on the table for us. So what are the customer sources? #1, yourself. So you want to become your own customer. I'm my own customer. I have identity theft protection, gas, electricity, cell phone, home security, AT&T television. Listen, you want to become your own customer, because by becoming your own customer, you can learn how the process works. You can get over, the fear of, hey, does my cell phone still ring? Yes, it will still ring. Your text messages will be fine. Your lights are still going to be on. So it's very important so you understand the process, the sign up process. So when it's time to get other customers, you can walk them through with ease and you're not flustered or frustrated. Also, number two, prospects from the webinars and the events who decide not to build the business with you. You always want to lead with the opportunity. And you guys see that right here at the bottom of the screen. Tip is to lead with the opportunity, because so many times we've seen individuals join this business where other people didn't tell them that they can actually make money on their own bill. I've signed up so many business partners where individuals told them, look, you might as well just become my customer, because this probably isn't something that you want to do. That's not something that you want to do. I have so many success stories in my organization today where individuals were customers of other people instead of building the business, and they just needed some belief and some encouragement where they can build this business on their own. And now they have hundreds of customers. So imagine acquiring someone as a customer and they're just a customer of one service. And because you didn't show them the opportunity, or because you didn't give them the chance to build this business for themselves, you've now missed out on hundreds of other customers that they know that you didn't know because you didn't lead with the opportunity. Also, referrals from the same people who decide not to do the business with you, especially customers like Vivid, especially customers like Identity Theft Protection, because those are services that individuals like to play with the app. Hey, listen, did you check out the sex offenders in the area? Do you know any other individuals that might be interested in this service? Do you know any other individuals that are victims of identity theft? Can you refer me to them? Hey, how's your Vivid going? How was the install? Are you playing around with your camera? Do you love your doorbell camera? Do you know anyone else that's out there that would love to spy on their kids when they're not home? Do you know anyone else that would be interested in a service like this? So the referrals is very, very important. And exactly how do we acquire these customers? So now you guys have the back end, why we acquire customers, the proper people to go after, the sources. This is our guideline. I don't like to say script, because I don't want you to feel like a robot or actor. You still want to be yourself, but we have a guideline called the help, favor, try, and always include your why. Now, I know some of you are thinking what I was thinking. Look, I know my people. My people aren't going to go for this favor, help, try stuff. I have to be upfront with my people. They want to know number to number. Look, I felt the same way. But we have found that this approach will take you above and beyond, because for one, it's something that people can relate to as far as a favor and a help. And trying something, that word try sounds better than switch or change. No one likes switch or change, but everyone is interested in trying something. And number two, it's also going to be able to help you connect with your people on a personal level where you can be yourself, and they're going to understand why you're building this business. So for example, let's say I had a guy named John and he didn't want to do the business. I say, well, listen, John, I thank you so much for seeing this opportunity. I understand right now it's not for you, but I need a huge, huge favor. I need your help. Let's say he says, well, what's that? And this is where I'm going to include my why. My mom is 67 years old. She has no retirement in place. This is why we continue to build this business together. And I'm building this business to help my mom out, so she's not just working until her body physically just gives out on her. So I was hoping you could do me a huge favor, help me out and just try my service. Can you just try my service out? Look, it might be other scenarios. Hey, listen, Susan, I understand that this business isn't for you, but I really, really need your help. Look, I need a favor. Well, what's that favor? The reason why I'm building this business is to help my mom out. She's 67 years old. She has no retirement in place. Now, some people might not be interested in helping my mom out. Someone might actually be 67 themselves. They might be 63, 65 with no retirement for themselves. So we have other approaches like the charity approach where you can use that. Look, me and my organization, we have a goal to feed 100 hungry children. So I was hoping you could do me a huge favor, help me out and try my service. And my why is to feed the hungry children, to reach that goal for me and my organization. So remember, the favor, help, try, and include your why. And this is why you want to master your why. Number one, your friends and family don't want to be sold. Have you guys ever been sold on a car that you didn't really like? Me too. For the first time in my life, I've ever bought the car I've ever wanted. But it's been cars that I've brought that I know I really didn't like, but I was just sold on it. Or if you think about the individual at the mall, and I'm not knocking anybody that does that for a living, where they want to feel on your hands. Hey, let me touch your hands. Let me see how soft your hands are. Try out this lotion, try out this oil. Listen, no, that's not how you want to sell people. And that's what you sound like when you're trying to sell people on a service. So when you're upfront with them, hey, listen, Susan, I'm doing this for my children. I really want to put them in private school, and my job just doesn't cover that. So I was hoping you could do me a huge favor, help me out and try the service. Hey, listen, John, right now I'm just really hectic at work, and I've been working multiple jobs. I'm not spending any time back at home, with my husband. So I was hoping you could help me out and try my service, because I really want to spend more time with my family. Whatever your why is, that's why you want to master it, because people do not want to be sold. So whenever you feel like you're selling someone a service, think about that individual in the mall that tries to sell you the lotions, or think about that individual, that just tried to sell you on things, or the telemarketer that keeps calling you and bother you. And if you acquire customers on a price, listen, you're going to lose them on a price. I remember my very first customer was my grandmother, and I was just so excited, and I went to her and I talked to her about the service. My grandmother never knew how to read an energy bill ever in life until I got an ACN. And when I broke it down to her, she was excited about the savings. I saved her some money, but guess what? 6 months later, someone else knocked on her door, and they sold her on the price, and they were saving her less than $5 a month. And she changed the service to them. And I was heartbroken. And I was hurt and I was upset. And guess what? She got in a contract with them for 2 years. So I wasn't able to become her customer, and she wasn't able to become my customer because she wasn't willing to break that contract to come back. But that's on me. You know why? Because I didn't tell her I was doing this for my mother, who helps her out all the time. I didn't tell her that I was doing this for our family. I sold her on this price. So guess what? I lost on the price. There's so many things out there that other people can get and acquire that could be cheaper than the services that we offer. So this is what separates us from the rest. And people are inspired to support you and your cause. I love shouting out my customers when they support me. They love to be a part of something. Don't you guys love helping people? Doesn't it feel good when you can do things for people and you can look out for people and you can give to people? So don't take that away from your customers who also want to do the same thing for you and your business. And this is our advantage over the competition. The reason why I have one of my cousins, she owns a eatery. It's like a food bar and grill at a golf course. And she gets people to call her all the time trying to get her on the merchant service. And maybe their rates are lower than ours, but because she understands the importance of this business to me, she understands why I'm doing this business, she doesn't even entertain them. She doesn't even allow them to break down the services and try to possibly help her save money because I told her why I was doing this business. So that's very, very important. And understand, most people buy emotionally, not logically. Think about it. I remember always messing with my business partner, Mr. Anthony McMurray. He's a regional vice president. And we used to always talk about how he brought a Porsche. And this is when we was driving house to house. And I'm like, man, you don't need that Porsche. He's like, what? I like the way I feel in it. I said, we all should have Prius right now, driving house to house, building this business. Thank goodness we don't have to build business like that anymore. But I remember him telling me, I like the way it makes me feel, right? So logically, a lot of us will buy things that's cheaper, that will save us money, that's maybe, great for the economy. But why do we purchase things? Emotionally. We like the way it makes us feel. We like the way it makes us look. We like how we ride in a car, right? So don't get caught up with customers thinking that it has to be so logic to them. Emotionally, my grandmother wants to support me. Emotionally, my aunt wants to support me. And I had to break that down to her. Also, they don't understand their bill. I didn't understand my bill. I just paid the bill. Most people don't understand their bills anyway. So if you just talk to them about why you're building a business, you don't have to get technical with them. And look, people rather do business with people that they like and trust. Because my aunt, who has the eatery and I have that merchant service, she likes me. She trusts me. She can call me anytime. So that's why she likes to do business with me. They don't know the other people. And sometimes you can say that to them. Listen, you don't know the other individual who's your merchant. You know me personally. I've been coming here with you guys and spending money with you guys for years. you know me, you trust me, so do business with me. And they love supporting a cause. So make sure that you're using the proper approach. And we have different approaches. I touched on a little bit about the charity approach, the project feeding kids. This is absolutely one of my favorite approaches, and business owners love this approach. Look, they love making a difference. They love that we can say project feeding kids. So it's very, very important to use that approach. And then the social media. Look, we've been able to acquire a lot of customers by simply just shouting out other customers that have supported us. I remember being on my RVP run, and all my friends that supported me, I would shout them out, tag them on Instagram and tag them on Facebook, and other friends that told me yes, but never got back to me months ago and years ago, randomly would text me, hey, I didn't forget about you. I saw that so-and-so supported you. Make sure you give me a call today. So it's very, very important to shout your customers out on the social media platform, because they will feel loved, they will feel appreciated. And don't forget to also let them know about the charity approach, because everybody loves to make a difference. So look, Tony Cooper said it best. The number one reason why people don't get customers is because they simply don't ask. So make sure you ask for that favor. Make sure you include your why. Make sure you ask for the customer, because if you ask for the customer and you do it in the way that we're training you and showing you, guess what's going to happen? It's going to duplicate, and it's going to continue to duplicate. And your business partner is going to be able to go out there and acquire customers the proper way that is able to duplicate in your business. And one day you'll have a team full of people out there acquiring customers the correct way. So guys, I hope that you guys have a great time on this virtual platform. I'm super, super excited and humbled and just grateful to God for everything that he's been able to do for me and my family. And he'll be able to do the same thing for you guys if you just go out there and acquire customers and go out there and show your team how to do the same thing. See you guys on the next training. Take care, ACN.